to find out what a Canucks game is like when they're out of the playoffs officially, eliminated and heading for the draft lottery. In 1970, the Vancouver Canucks are born, and in 2026, they will be reborn again. I've been to just 2 Canucks games this year. One was a game against Seattle back in January, a close game that ended up in a shootout with Matt Beniers scoring the winner. And my second game of the season was on Tuesday against the Anaheim Ducks. Tuesday's game was the first since the Canucks were officially eliminated from playoff contention. And that meant it was going to be a different sort of vibe at the rink, and I wanted to go check it out. So me and my dad went to the game. Where are we headed?
We are headed to the Canucks game.
Yay!
We're in last place. We're in last place.
Oh boy. With the Canucks season officially in the can, I thought this would be a good time to check in on the rebuild progress and where things are headed, both from a fan perspective and from a media perspective. So I went and did a little game day vlog down at Rogers Arena during the Canucks and Ducks game. First thing you notice immediately is it's just not super busy to start out with here. I chatted with my Canucks Army coworker Tyson Cole about the direction he's seeing the franchise going. You are the first Canucks Army guest I've had on one of these videos, so welcome.
Well, you are Canucks Army too, but first and best, I hope?
That's true, absolutely. For anyone who doesn't know, Tyson is usually the one editing my work on the Stanchies after every game. Yep. I'm the reason he only gets to sleep at 3 in the morning. How you been liking editing the Stanchies this year?
It's been fun. It wasn't fun to start, I'll tell you that, because there was still a little bit of optimism in the season and everything. They weren't that bad at the start. Everything went downhill, and obviously we are where we are. But now it's got more fun. Like, you and Wyatt have fun with it. You play around. Like, obviously you know how the season's gone. And there's a lot to be made fun of. And so just your guys' personality and your quirks and the way you can kind of, breathe some energy in life and some laughs into what's been a horrible season has been great to read.
I didn't mean to turn this into a compliment factory, but thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I didn't mean to do it, but I'm just going to ask you about it.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm just going to ask you, how great am I? I'm better than Wyatt, right? That's the important part.
Wow. No comment.
No comment. And I also did a food review, which you can go check out in a different video after this, preferably. So for this Stanchies pregame video, enjoy my vlog as well as my chat with Tyson.
I want us to score some goals. That's all. Goals are exciting and fun.
Who's scoring a goal?
Who's scoring a goal? Brock Besser?
That's a good pick. Chocolate-covered strawberries? That's not a bad idea. To give you guys an idea, we got these through the Student Rush program. My BCIT email, I still get the Student Rush emails. These seats, row 5 in section 116, cost $50 today. Pretty good deal, right?
Awesome deal.
For these seats, unreal. Just look how close we are to the glass and everything. It's unbelievable.
Score prediction, boy, 5-3 Canucks.
5-3 Canucks, you're confident. I like that. I'm going to go overly confident. I'm going to go, you know what, I'm going to go 5-4 Anaheim in overtime. With the team now out of the playoffs officially, listen, we already knew they were out. We already knew that this was just a formality. Mm-hmm. What would constitute a successful last little stretch here beyond just making sure you get the best lottery odds you can?
They do have a pretty large gap in between them and 31st, so I still think they can go for wins and everything, and fans can kind of cheer for wins, because looking at their schedule, they're not going to get very many. It's all teams that are either in the playoffs or still hunting for the playoffs. They have just one game against a team that's eliminated, and that's Calgary next Saturday. So probably not going to win a lot of these games. So I would just be looking for, are the young guys developing properly? Are you seeing that little bit of growth? Because you haven't really seen that yet. But now that, the trade deadline's behind them, we heard that everything became more loose and, the guys were having fun out there, and then they started to translate better on the ice and play better. So now it's just about seeing if they can continue that.
Stand up, get on your feet and welcome your
I've been to 2 games this year. Jake DeBrusk has goals in both of them. So just to give you an idea of where we're at right now, Canucks are up 1-0. The play's been pretty back and forth. We've seen good chances at both ends. Sure. The Ducks just haven't been able to capitalize on theirs. And whereas Jake DeBrusk gets to the front of the net and he puts the puck in under the swell. He just got it. He saw his moment and he took it. Other highlight of the game, Hollyburn Huskies goalie in the little junior game said that the advice he got from his coach was 6-7. So that's where we're at right now as a society.
You want to see those flashes from Zeke William where, hey, the game doesn't matter right now. The result doesn't matter at all. It's just about take those risks. Do something fun, Don't get scared if you get scored on the other way, go still try and make that play because that's the flashes that you want to see. And then once they make those plays, the confidence is going to grow and then it's only going to trickle down from there. So seeing that from the 3 young defensemen that I mentioned, Liam Ogren, he's played great. Marco Rossi, he's still only 24, but you're seeing him on like a great point streak right now. So seeing a little bit more of that and
More of the bro line. That's what I want to see.
I mean, they're the best line right now.
They're the best line. They're the only line I can say I named. Mm-hmm. So that's really important to me. It's all about me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Pretty good game so far. Second period is done. Tied 2-2 between the Ducks and the Canucks. Pretty eventful game. We got to see both Anaheim goals at our end of the ice. A puck flew over our head at one point. It's been a pretty eventful game so far. The vibe in the building is quite nice today as well. Like it's clearly not as full as it usually is, but like we can walk around, like the concourse is actually walkable, unlike normally when we're here. But overall the vibes are high, people are having a good time. It's been a good game. Man, if Curtis Douglas had scored, the roof would have came off, I think, if that goal had gone in. It was very close. Gotta say the little BX juice robot plush is adorable.
That's a Signal Juice.
That's a pretty good souvenir. Oh my god, that jersey's awesome. Opening bid's $950. It might be a little out of my budget today. Third period about to start. Time to see if the Canucks can hang in there and maybe steal a couple points from the Anaheim Ducks. I mean, it would be, in some ways, it would be the most Canuck thing ever to be a last place team and then beat the division champions 3 times in a row. What a view.
When you've gone to Rogers Arena, you see the fan experience, the fan engagement at these games. How much has it actually changed that you've noticed from the beginning of the season when there was optimism to the end where there's a different kind of like hope for the future?
It was different at the start of the year because there was hope that the season would go well and everything, and the fans were audibly upset when they kept losing, especially on home ice. They're just awful on home ice. But there's that one Toronto game that comes to mind. It was so loud. It was the loudest I've ever been in a building for. And ever since then, it kind of switched. You're also seeing a lot more of opposing fans in there, which I've never really seen before, and that's probably because, you know, the resale market is what it is, and there's not a lot of Vancouver fans that want to go, so the fans from other teams are going to want to go at cheap costs and everything. So you're kind of seeing a little bit of rivalry in there. So you'll hear loud cheers for the other team when they score, and then you'll also hear loud cheers for the Canucks when they score, and it's kind of a battle.
Third period has just blown right by. The hockey has been really, really good between these two teams. It's been a lot closer than you would have expected, just back and forth. We've had multiple goals from Anaheim, a tying goal from Drew O'Connor. We had a breakaway stop by Kevin Lankinen before the puck went in off a miscue later. It's been quick, it's been fun, and frankly, when you're a team like the Canucks, when you're last place in the NHL, that's the best you can hope for, is a good, intense game and a battle to the end. So they've successfully done that tonight, I would say. And that's the game.
"30 years of Rogers Arena. Do you have any favorite moments from the building, from going to games there, or any event there, really?"
Yeah, I was there in Game 7 against the Bruins.
No way, were you really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was there for that.
I'm so sorry, first of all.
I was 15 or something. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I went to a few games that run. Like I was at Game 5 against the Bruins, Game 1 against the Sharks, and Game 5, probably Game 5 against the Sharks with the Stanchies goal. I mean, you couldn't tell by, like on TV, because they didn't have the camera properly, but I could see that Bieksa had the puck come out to him. And I was like, oh my God, shoot it.
Yeah, I saw he had the puck too. I saw it go backwards. I'm like, wait, what? And I see it, and then I'm like, no, it's over there. And then it flips out of the net. And I'm like, yeah, I knew that was going in.
So that's probably the best game. But yeah, I was at Game 7. That was, obviously devastated that the Canucks lost. But just as a pure hockey fan, like it was cool watching a team lift the Stanley Cup and everything. Yeah, even though it was the fucking Bruins.
If you're still here at the end of the video, thank you so much for watching this video as well as all the other videos throughout the rest of the season. Make sure to click like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to read the Stanchies after tonight's game between the Canucks and the Kings at 7 p.m. on CanucksArmy.com. See you there.